going to be but today I'm going to be streaming the game between the Ottawa Senators and the New York Rangers. I'm going to be watching the game, and at the same time, I'm going to be just commenting on the action that goes on inside the game, and we'll just kind of go from there. Of course, Dylan Cousins is in for Ottawa tonight in the lineup. Maybe a few guys are in for the Rangers as well. He had 197 points in 341 games with the Sabres. And so we'll see if Cousins can get off on the right foot today. He's playing on the second line alongside of Batherson. So we'll see how that combination goes. The top line is out there starting for the Rangers. Kachuk, Stutzel, and Giroux. So Ottawa on the forecheck right now, along the boards. Brady all the way over to Stutzel, goes off his stick. JT Miller now with the puck. Flings it out to the neutral zone and goes right back into the Rangers zone. Keandre Miller now on the attack, but JT Miller went way offside. Yeah, Zetterlund is a guy that's not in the lineup, I believe, because Perron is on that second line. Greg Pinto and Amario's on the third. And Gaudette and Highmore are your extra forwards. They're playing 7D today. Shabbat Jensen is your top pair. Then you have Sanderson Zub on the second. Then you got Clevin and Hamonic on your bottom pair. And then Gilbert, the guy that they just acquired from Buffalo, Dennis Gilbert, is in the lineup for Ottawa, as well as Cousins. And I'm not sure if Cousins is familiar with Olmark or not, but it's going to be interesting to see how the two new additions play tonight for Ottawa. I'm curious. Cousins just made a nice drop pass there. I believe that was to, I'm not sure who that was to, but that was a good pass nevertheless. I think it was to a D-man. I believe it was Hamonic. Now we got a penalty coming up against the Rangers. Looks like Sam Carrick is going to the box for an elbow. Yeah, that was a little bit of a high hit there by Sam Carrick. Almost elbowed the guy in the face. And yeah, that was Travis Hamonic that guy hit with the elbow. Sanderson with the drop pass to Batherson. He gains the entry. Kachuk now with the puck over to Batherson in front of the net. He gets the puck again, and the Rangers clear him. Vincent Trocheck with the nice clear there. Sanderson with the puck now. Still a minute and 25 left on this power play. Tips it to himself. Is along the boards fighting for the puck with Vakanainen, who just got a new extension with the Rangers for 2 years at 1.55 per, as the Rangers clear down the ice again. Shots are 2-0 for Ottawa so far, 3 minutes into this hockey game. 8 out of the last 9 the Rangers have killed in their last 3 games. So their accuracy on the PK is 88.9 over that span. Shabbat over to Perron. He's searching for a lane. Shabbat again with the puck. And the one-timer. That got blocked. I'm not sure by who, but the Rangers now get the possession of the puck and they clear it. Easy clear there. Both the power play and the penalty kill, these teams definitely like. I mean, I think for any team in general, like they're not used to these afternoon starts, and so it's a little bit like a little a little bit stagnant, I guess you can say, in a sense. Not really crispy passes and just whatever. Cooley over to Keandre Miller, goes off his stick. That was a good chance there for the Rangers. They were going down the ice on the 2-on-1. Now Gaudette with the puck. He tries to shoot it through Schneider. Couldn't do much. Got it on the net. Sturkin holds on. Yeah. Gaudette. Oh man. Gaudette's one-timer was going way wide as well. I just saw that on the replay. It literally hit David Braun's stick there. Susi with the shot for the Rangers. And yeah, Susi is in for the Rangers as well. He was with JT Miller as well, so they reconnect. Quick on the draw face-off leaders this season. Giroux at 61.9, then Trocheck at 59.5. And then third guy was JT Miller at 50.6. Trocheck is 4th in the league, and Miller is 7th. And that's minimum 500 face-offs taken this year, so yeah. Those guys definitely the leaders in that category. I always knew that Claude Giroux was a really good face-off taker, and he's gotten better, if anything, as years went by. Always knew Trocheck was good. GT Miller as well, but like not to the same extent. Fourth line out there for the Rangers. They were trying to whack at it. Yeah, really good defensive play there by Carson Soucy. Really, really good stuff. Did not allow the guy to go past the blue line. He was trying to go around Carson Soucy, but Soucy definitely held him off the blue line, didn't allow him to even dump the puck in. So far, good stuff from the new Rangers acquisition. Andrew Miller shoots it on net, goes wide. Andrew Miller again. And the pass just misfires, as the Benajal wasn't able to keep it in. I believe that's... no, that's not, but that's Cooley with the puck. And then the Rangers dump it in. Cooley back at it on the attack with GT Miller now. And that pass ended up breaking Keandre Miller's stick somehow. So Keandre Miller has to go get a new stick. And he ends up going for a change in totality, so. Brady Tkachuk tried to keep the puck inside the zone, but only for a short period there. Batherson 9 points in his last 10 games, 2 goals, 7 assists. Brady Tkachuk now out of the zone. It's a 3-1 for Ottawa. Stutzel over to Giroux. Ooh, good save there by Shesterkin. Nice pass out in front to Giroux for a tap in. Giroux just didn't really tap it. Like the strength on the tap in attempt wasn't great. Yeah, Brady Tkachuk did a really smart play in the defensive zone, which led to that opportunity for Ottawa. Two big guys on that second line, Batherson and Cousins. Braun is not small either. So a big line for Ottawa. And I like that second line. That's a pretty good second line. Maybe if the winger was different for maybe that line, maybe Perron, but honestly, Perron has done decent this year for Ottawa, so I can see why they put a veteran inside alongside of two younger players, you know. They're not rookies, but they could definitely use a veteran like Perron on their wing. Meanwhile, I gotta press resume on my NHL 25 thing. I just, man, if I need to like really actually start watching games again like this, actually do live streams and actually remember the names on the back of those jersey numbers because I really like I've been really not been in touch with hockey like this. I want to say since the 2018-19 season. And so I kind of need to get back to that in a sense. I mean, 2019-2020 was like the last year I was tapped in like this where I was making live streams and whatnot, right? But I need to start doing that again. I need to start memorizing these players again, actually watch these games, be curious, be interested, kind of see what goes on in these games and kind of go from there. Oh man. I'm just watching the NHL 25 gameplay right now while the ad is on for that game. Delay penalty on Ottawa now. Wow, 17, I'm still trying to figure out who that is. I know that's a defenseman that the Rangers picked up. I think it was from Seattle, but I'm trying to remember that defenseman. Jensen meanwhile dumps the puck in. Gray goes on the attack. Oh, a center pass there. That I believe Amadio, yeah, it was Amadio that failed on it. Man, what was his name that they picked up? I need to actually find that out because it's not that uh, it's gonna bother me necessarily, but I just want to know. It's good to know as much as you can, especially when it comes to an area of an area where I have the most expertise in. let me see. My phone was on the whole time. On one screen. Alright, let me just see something. Let me see this. Let me just finish watching this shift here for the Sens. A shot from the point. Got blocked. Oh, that's Dennis Gilbert. Okay, he's a left-handed shot. I think he was right-handed for some reason. Stutzel? He walks in. He has so much space. I don't know where the defender was on that play for the Rangers, but... If Stutzla was a more accurate shooter, he would have buried that puck. He just had a lot of time and space. He did take his time to get the shut off, but still shot it to an area where... Let me see what's the issue. Oh. Yeah, Omar got away with one there. Because that puck was trickling through him. It ended up in the back of the net, but the whistle had already blown, so Omar is really lucky that didn't go. But now they're actually going to review this. The thing is that you can't count a goal when you've already whistled the play dead. They can't call this a goal. They blew the whistle before the puck went in. I mean, no, it wasn't frozen. They're asking on the broadcast if it was ever frozen. It never was. Omar, like, it squeaked in. Like, it was about a 2.5 second delay. Wow. Okay, so it's a continuation play, and they actually count that goal for the Rangers. Well, Carson Soucy got us first as a Ranger. Oh no, I guess Hallmark did not get a break after all, so Hallmark is going to have to do a better job of covering those pucks, huh? Through the 5-0. So yeah, now it's a 1-0 lead for the Rangers. Carson Soucy with a goal. The Rangers are 21-5-2 this year when scoring first. Yeah, Carson Soucy with his 4th of the year from Panarin and Trocheck at 8:37. No turnover by Ottawa, and that was a good chance there for the Rangers. Good save by Allmark. Got dead now, dumps it in. Zach Jones goes back to get it. GT Miller. Over to Zibanejad. Over to Cooley, dumps it in. GT Miller plays it out for Keandre Miller. Borgen, yeah, Will Borgen. There you go, that's the guy. A shot from the point, a decent save there by Hallmark. I need to find the thumbnail now for this game that I'm watching between the Rangers and the Sens, so I can just post it. No, that was like from last year. Well. Okay, so I could do, let me see. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the initial one. It's gonna be just a generic thumbnail for this live stream, but it works. Nothing wrong with it. Oh, I gotta actually edit the thumbnail as well for my live stream I did for the Penguins franchise mode. Yeah, let this be the instant premiere. Bam. Just put all the thumbnails on it. Now I have another live stream that's going on, and I need to find it. Can I see him? Oh, okay, that's the premiere, but can I find my live stream? That's the question. Okay, so let me just see if I can maybe access it using some sort of a playlist. Oh, okay, I know where to actually save it. Not here, but here. Okay. Now I can access it here. There you go. Just couldn't find my live stream, man. Like, there you go. Bam. Now I just gotta share it on all social platforms. Bam. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah. So I don't gotta save it to anywhere. Simple. And then I think this one I could also send out. Not sure if I ever posted those. This guy can't get out. Good for that guy. Alright, now gotta share this. Gotta share that. Bam. Bro. Gotta post this here. Gotta post that right here. There we go. Alright, so I finally did everything. I got so sidetracked, but now we're back watching the game. So shots are 7 apiece. Batherson out with the puck. Over to Shane, sorry, not Shane Pinto, but that was David Perron. And now this is their third and final meeting as well between the two teams. So I guess we'll see who comes out on the winning end. So far it's still 1-0 Rangers, so I'll be right back.
The Senators have made this a one-goal game here in the third. Might be the final dance in the third period, but there is a lot of runway as this team is on fire right now. You saw that with that last goal. As they're within striking distance, you can feel the energy. It's just popping out of them right now. On-man rush. Big time save. Slides the pass over to Trocheck. Gaining momentum up along the side. Love the defensive stick work there to poke that one out. Let's see what the officials are calling. A tough penalty to take as you're looking for the equalizer. You're in a one-goal deficit, and you got to find a way to generate offense, James. Real tough one to take. Well, I really like them working off the 1-3-1 sequence that they were successful on earlier, James. It really opens up the ice. So you're using and stretching the entire zone. And listen, there's a lot of ice for the defense to cover. So you can look to the flank, you can look to the bumper, but a lot of options off of it. Now a quick pass to Clevin. He's got to be able to read and anticipate the play. And when he drops into that butterfly position, not only is he as big as possible and covers the top half, but he's agile enough to slide across the it's one of the most difficult ones to stop.
The Senators get exactly what they were looking for. A tying goal, and look at this where we are now in the third.
They're back in this game, James. They've shifted the momentum, but it's their urgency. They've been all over the puck. Their first few strides have been hard. You can tell they want this one.
Throws it in. The Senators have it now. With the bank pass. Feed to Giroux. The Rangers gain possession in their own end. With some open space at center. Up to the point. Blocked in traffic. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Working across to Crowley. Oh! What a stop by Olmark. More than half the period left to play. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Ottawa's won the draw. Handles the pass. Through the open ice, there's steam. New York's got control of it now from their own end. Moves it quickly over to Borgen. Takes the pass. Look at this. They've got some bodies here on the attack. Battle ensues there. Loose puck along the boards. Picked up along the wall by Batherson. And now he moves it quickly to Jensen. Pass back to the point. Can't get it to go. And the puck's kicked free. And it's freed up over to his teammate with a nice kick. Oh, here comes the boom.
He's known for this, James. He is a disruptor. He can change the temperature of the game with these kind of physical hits. He just lays it on hard.
And skilled use of the stick. Looking to set up offensively. Kreider's got him along the boards. Takes along the wall by Cousins. More than half the frame has been played here. We are all tied up in this one. The Rangers win the draw. Let's see what they can do with it. And it doesn't reach the net because it goes off a stick. And the puck's booted away. Scooped up along the wall by Grigg. The Senators will play it in their own end. And that one's stolen at center ice. Coming to the slot. Oh, what save!
It's aggressive and at the top of his crease makes an outstanding save from the slot.
Handles the puck. Slides it across. Pass to Cousins. And he slides it quickly to Sanderson. Great poke check on the reach.
Well, this game looks like it's going right down to the wire, James, and one of the most important things to do now is make sure you make good blue line decisions.
Ottawa's moving it along the wing. Centering feed. Picked off in front. Can't hang on to the puck after the play. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Gets a hold of the puck from the right side. Fires it. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Well, these are the saves when you know that your goaltender is dialed in, James. The ability to get to the top of the crease and be square to the shooter, that's a great save.
This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Giroux's won the face-off here in the offensive zone. Great save by the goaltender to get a pad on that one. Keeping the puck out of the net. Come along the boards. And he's ridden off the puck. Sends it over to Soucy. Here's a short pass to Brzezinski. Oh, what a save in front. Ottawa's got a hold of the puck now. New York's got possession here in the offensive zone. Scores! And with that strike, they've gone in front.
Well, I really like their game tonight. I mean, you always have to manage the ebbs and flows, but when you grind away and you continue to trust the process, you get opportunity, and they converted on it.
Okay, I'm finally back. Took a little while, but I had to do what I had to do. So the power play for the Sens is 3 for 13 in their last 4 games. Nothing too crazy. Country Miller now over to Panarin with a shot short-handed. Holmark has to hold on. Or that was Trocheck, my bad. Shots are 9-8 for the Rangers with 1:28 left in the first.
And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Ottawa's got to start to recognize a sense of urgency here. They continue to trail late in the third.
A good shot off the draw by Kreider. A decent save by Holmark. Zibanejad won that face-off. Shabaji gains the zone with Shane Pinto back to Cousins. Ooh, nice move on Zibanejad. Over to, I don't know who that is, but Shane Pinto over to Cousins in the slot. A rebound for Gaudette that he could not bury, and just like that, the Rangers have cleared the puck. 55 seconds left on this Ottawa power play. Cousins skates it in. He's gonna go for a Vacanine along the boards. Shane Pinto over to Shabbat. Over to Perron. Back to Shabbat. He shoots. Oh, a rebound there. And a good save on Pinto by Shesterkin. Pinto keeps it in. Perron and Shabbat was not able to get a stick on it. Shabbat again with the puck. Over to Gaudette. He skates it in. Nice back pass to himself. A shot in the slot for Pinto, and he completely broke a stick on that. And Stutzla had to pass it out of the zone. He gains the entry. 13 seconds left in the period. He shoots. There's a rebound. Can they bury it? Shesterkin in the crease. Where's the puck?
And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. A big face-off here inside the offensive end. And with the face-off here in their own end to take possession. Here's a and he comes up big. Final horn sounds, and we are all done with this one. Lots of power play goals in this one, and this was just, Cheryl, a team that was just outworking the opposition tonight.
Yeah, and they were putting them on their heels, wearing them down, and that's why they got the power play opportunities, James. But you have to find a way to cash in when you get them, or the momentum can go the other way. They capitalized, and it's the reason they were successful tonight.
They're giving us the go-home cue, so we're going to get out of here. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you next time here on EA Sports.
Let's see. But where's the puck even? I don't even see the puck. Enter the zone. Or enter the goal. And by the time the puck goes in, Shesterkin has already been, there was already contact with him in the crease. He was knocked down. So I don't think this is going to be a... Yeah, I didn't even review this. So yeah, no, it's not a goal. Maybe they did review it, but nothing really came out of it. So let's just restart this. So in the first simulation, the Rangers win 3-2 against Ottawa. So that's one of the simulations here. That wasn't Shabbat, but Sanderson with the shot that was blocked by Will Borgen. Good block by him. And the Rangers come away with the lead after the first period. And I might as well wear my my Rangers Panarin jersey that I haven't worn in a while. I want to wear that jersey simply because it's a fire jersey. At the end of the first period, by the way, guys, if you are not aware, it came to a close. The end of the first, or the first period came to a close, I should say, and yeah, I'm just gonna need to basically turn on my definitely wear the jersey. The jersey is comfy as well. And so yeah, let me go ahead and turn on the AC for this as well. Bam. There we go. Let's go. This is fire. Okay. This is nice. What happened at the end of the period there? Give me 1 second. Basically, what happened was the puck was in the crease, and they were trying to whack away at it. Brady Tkachuk could not put the puck like past Shesterkin and whatnot. Then Shesterkin went down on the play. The guy basically, like one of the Ottawa players, was already in the blue paint, hit him. The guy fell down, and then they put the puck in the net apparently after that. But I mean, they didn't even look like the refs decided to even have a look at that. It was going to be rolled off for goaltender interference anyway, so I could see why, like, Ottawa's head coaching staff, when they showed them on the replay, they were like, by their body language, you could just tell that, yeah, it's not a goal sign, not even worth challenging. So, yeah, it's still a 1-0 lead for the Rangers after the first, and I believe the Sens have like 4 seconds left on their power play. That's gonna carry over into the second period, so we'll see what happens. But that's kind of what happened. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. I do appreciate that. So it's first intermission. I don't know if the other game is also on right now. I might even want to just tune into that game really quickly. No, it's also the end of the first for them. It's the Flyers Kraken game I was talking about, but Flyers are pulling nothing. Shots are 11-7 for them. Tippett with the goal is 19th on the year from Michkov and Couturier. There's 5 minutes left on their intermission break. Meanwhile, there's 12 minutes left here, so they did start earlier, it looks like. And so, look, I think Ottawa had a little ceremony as well at the start. I don't know what it was for. I didn't really watch what happened, but I know that the Flyers game though started right away because they were supposed to start right at the same time, but you know, there shouldn't be like a 7-minute delay because the Ottawa Rangers game wasn't really that slow. Like the first period went by like a usual, you know, like a usual first period would. And it was a weird goal too that Carson Soucy scored. Like I don't know if you've seen that goal or not, but like check it out for yourself. It's definitely one of those bizarre goals. Like I don't know how Olmark doesn't like hold on to that puck there. I don't know how it trickles through him.
And look at this. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here. And they go the other way as they clear the zone. There's a shot. Denied by the goaltender. And he drives. Great opportunity there. And now it's grabbed by Zetterlund. With the puck inside the defensive zone. Ottawa's on the attack. The Rangers get a hold of the puck in their own end. Great feed from the left side. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Takes the feed. Pass over. Oh, wow. Shuts it down with the paddle. What a stop. New York's got a hold of the puck. And now it's over.
All right, yep. I was just watching the Drake Batherson interview there that they had at the end of the first period, so I was just curious to see what he was saying during the interview. But apparently he stayed at Drake Batherson's house after the trade. Apparently they became really good friends at the World Championship, so that's good. I didn't even know that. And you know, outside of I guess his teammate that came over with him in that trade, I need to reference that guy. I need to see 1 second. That guy's name is. He's playing. He's in the lineup as well for the Sens tonight. But it's Dennis Gilbert. That's the guy. Yeah. So, and he had a pretty decent first period. Actually, didn't really look out of place for Ottawa. So.
In front and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. Here in the
So there's that. Let me see who's playing for. Let's say. Let me see like Kraken. Who's in the lineup for them? Yeah, Eberle, Stevenson, Beniers, Cartier, Hayden, John Hayden, Schwartz, McCann, Tolvanen, Asimon, Wright, Kakko, and Burakovsky. Like, I think for Seattle, like, you keep that, like, I would have their top six for next year since they re-signed Eberle and all that stuff. Like, for me, it would be Beniers and Steve. Like, I don't know at this point because like they just signed Wright as well. Stevenson's on a big contract. Beniers as well. So one of them is gonna have to play wing, I would assume. Maybe that was the thinking process, or maybe they didn't. They didn't think that Wright was gonna become much of anything, so that's why they signed Stevenson because they started to lose doubt in him. But I guess what you do, because Stevenson did play wing in Vegas, so you could just play him. I would say. And I'm talking about this roster for right now, as of next year. So it would probably have to be somebody like your first line would look like probably Beniers, Eberle, and Stevenson. That could be your first line. Your second line for next year could be like McCann was in the trade rumors. I don't know if he's gonna get dealt in the off season. It just really depends what Seattle thinks. I mean, they they didn't really sell off anybody with term outside of Bjorkstrand. The fact that they moved Bjorkstrand, like, I'm not sure if it signifies the fact that Francis is ready to kind of maybe pick this team apart a little bit and kind of reshape that like forward group because he did trade two of their top 9 guys, but um based on again the roster you have right now, then you would have McCann, Wright, and like Burakovsky in a sense on the second line next year. But if you want to give Kakko that opportunity to produce, then I say you play him at in the top six, and you trade somebody out of that top six. So that's where trading out McCann would be perfect because then your second line would be Burakovsky, Kakko, and Shane Wright, which I think is a really good second line. Your third line for next year could be like Schwartz with Tolvanen, and they need a good center. So maybe that's where actually it works. Maybe you don't have to trade away McCann. McCann plays in that top six, like maybe on that first line instead of Stevenson. You drop Stevenson down to the third line. You give Shane Wright that opportunity to be your 2C on this team. He can still become 1C. Like, I feel like his offensive potential for me is higher than Beniers. His defensive game, I think, is going to get there in his prime. A lot of people like to focus on that, especially on the young players, but do people remember Jack Hughes the first couple of years? Do people remember Connor McDavid's defensive game? And I'm an Oilers fan, and it's still not where I would, want it to be, like, comparatively speaking to Crosby, because Crosby in his prime, and I mean, like, I can't even say the guy came out of the prime. It's just he really has nobody to play with on that Penguins team. It's kind of tough to see that. But, like, McDavid's game is not really there defensively either. And so that's what I mean. Like, I feel like even if his defensive game is iffy, like, I still think Shane Wright is going to be an excellent player for this Seattle franchise moving forward. Like, I think this guy has the capabilities of being like, I would say like a 75-point guy in the future. I could really, really see it in him. And he could be kind of like Mark Scheifele, where maybe he has that 1 year where he has a career year, kind of like Scheifele's having right now, in the sense. And then you're mostly like a point per game player. I could definitely see that with Shane Wright because Shane Wright to me has actually has that kind of potential slash that's where I see a ceiling. I mean, I guess if you're talking about ceiling, it's a little bit different from his floor. Like to me, his floor in his prime is probably going to be like in the 60 to 65 point range. I think that's his floor anyways. And I think his where he lands is around 75 points right now, but he could be as high as 90 points. You know what I mean? So it really depends. Like I'm just taking the middle mark between the two, between 60 and 90, and I'm going with 75. And so, you know, the truth usually lies somewhere in the middle, so that's why I'm choosing the middle. I'm gonna say 75 points for Shane Wright is, I think, could be to be expected. I would say that would be my expectation for him when like he hits his prime, or like that's what I expect him to become. When he becomes and how fast he becomes, that it could be frustrating in the process. It's easy to lose faith with players, especially nowadays. Nobody really has patience anymore. Everybody just wants excellence right away, and so I feel like honestly, um, I've been talking to this to about my friend you know, off the or off camera, but basically like it's one of those things where like I've mentioned to him, like a lot of people are so quick to just dissing the player, and it's not really fair. I feel like it's really hard to make it in the NHL nowadays. Everybody thinks it's a given, and you are expected to do what you've been able to do, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the way it's going to be. Like that's where people I think don't understand.
Lights on for the whistle. Carson inside, still shorthanded here as they slide in for the faceoff.
All right, so yeah, I was just checking my stream to make sure it sounded good, but yes, it does. So I'm glad that it does. And that thumbnail, I can't see whether or not it actually turns on. I can't see it for some reason. Because I don't know if you guys saw, especially those of you that did join earlier on, the thumbnail. It was the thumbnail that was already there. Let me see something.
Not just a power play, but they're up against a fatigued goaltender who is not moving from the edge of his crease.
Biscuit after that. Feeds it over. Back to the point it goes. Slides the puck down low.
Showing great mobility here as he drops into the butterfly and moves across his crease with ease to make the save.
Here's a short pass to Cousins.
Trocheck's penalty is almost expired.
Yeah, that's wild.
Well, he really did. Anytime
Let me see.
you gotta beat the
Yeah, okay, so the thumbnail was there. That's the good part. I just wanted to make sure the thumbnail was there, but yeah, we're good. And I'm gonna try to have my phone open because sometimes I may miss the live chat that's there. And so yeah, I'm gonna try to do this more. I realize that consistency is key, and so that's what I'll try to do. Like I want to focus on multiple things. I want to be able to do multiple things. I really want to be able to fill up my day with activities. I want to be able to work out. I want to be able to do this YouTube thing. I want to be able to work. I want to be able to, whenever I can help out at the house and clean, or maybe put that into a routine as well. Like do all those four things. Just really get at it. You know what I mean? And as long as I work, that's all that matters. Like I can always it's about finding that balance. And so maybe even if I do have to work every single day, it's not that big of a deal. Like I can still wake up, do whatever it is that I need to do, and then I go to sleep. And so I guess we'll see. It's all about finding that balance. I feel like in life, and so um, gotta find that schedule that works for me best, and kind of go from there. Depends what we have.
Off the post and in.
Well, that's a real sneaky one that fooled the goaltender, James. Not much room available, but that one, perfectly executed. I just love this goal all the way around here, James. I mean, the incredible vision to make this pass. It's about seeing where that player is going to be one step before they get there and then hitting it tape to tape. That pass is on the money, and it winds up in the back of the net.
The Rangers, through their hard work and tenacity, have taken a one-goal lead here in the second.
It's certainly better to play with the lead, James, but you know that there's a lot of runway left, and your opponent is going to come pushing and pressing. This game has been tight all the way around, and I expect that it will continue to be.
And that's knocked away by Greg. Slides the puck down low. Quick feed to Schneider. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. Up along the wing. Keeps possession. Sent into the offensive zone. Pushes it across to Schneider. Passes to Susie. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Great positioning by the goaltender to lead it out to the corner, getting it out of danger.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. New York's got a one-goal lead. And they take possession off the draw here at their own end. And the puck's knocked loose. Pass across to Zetterlund. Moves along the boards with some purpose. Here's a shot. Fantastic save.
Surkins able to square on to the shooter right here, who's in a dangerous position in the slot area. What a great save, James.
We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. More than half the period has expired. The Rangers lead at 2-1 in what has been an entertaining game thus far. The Senators win that offensive zone faceoff. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. And they'll go the other way with it. Great play by Sportman. Takes it from the right side. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Takes it off. They go back on the attack. The Senators gain control of the puck against the wall. Sends the pass over. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone.
Surkins brings Iowa zone right from puck drop, James. I mean, he's made the key save that he's need to make, and it's all about for a tender managing the momentum swings of the game, and the timeliness of the saves have really given his team an opportunity.
Forces the turnover in the defensive zone. And he hits the dish. And that's offsides in traffic. Quick pass across the box.
One defensive breakdown just leads to another, and a huge opportunity for the opposing team, and it winds up in the back of your net.
Centers gliding up to the face-off dots here. Senators win the face-off. And a skip in the lane deflects that one away. Moves it to the middle. Great defensive heads-up play to pick it off. Whacks it into the offensive zone. Skill in the corner. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Fires it wide of the net and missed.
Oh, man, that is so frustrating. He gets the look that he wants. He gets to the right spot on the ice, and then he just misses.
Ottawa's got the puck. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Jabs the puck away. The Rangers gain possession. Tries to get it over to Panarin. We got a whistle offside to call. Here in the late goings of the period, we are all tied up in this one. New York's won the draw in the neutral zone.
Hmm.
Watching the butterfly because he can't see the puck. I mean, they work on tracking
Well, there you go.
everything.
I mean, garlic and bread seems like it's a nice combo. But all right, so minute and 25 into the second period now. Looks like they just started the second period. Shots are 14-9 for Ottawa as they just iced the puck. The shots at the end of the period, though, weirdly were supposed to be 10-9 in favor of the Rangers. I mean, I do remember Ottawa did get a few shots at the end of the period, but they actually got 5 and they took away 1 shot from the Rangers. I'm kind of confused about that, but whatever. It seems like they don't always get the shots right. Alright, so Vincent Trocheck lose that face-off. And actually, for curiosity's sake, I'm gonna write these shots down. I'm gonna count each time a team gets a shot. And see, you know, when it was actually supposed to be a shot on it. So let's see. Let's do this. Let's see. Rangers versus Ottawa. And we're gonna just count shots. So just put a 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and keep going. So that shot got blocked. Looks like the third line is out here for Ottawa. But they're going for a change. Brodzinski dumps it in. That is Gilbert that went back to get the puck for Ottawa. He got it out. He's with the puck again now. Passes it out to Batherson. He dumps it in. Cousins goes in on the attack. Miller. Keandre Miller, that is. The Rangers turn it over in their own zone. Cousins with the puck. Now Hamonic dumps it in. And Borgen goes back to get the puck. Now Shabbat holds on to the puck. Tried to pass it out, but it got taken away by the Rangers. Vakanainen keeps it in. Jensen now gets hit along the boards. The Rangers turn it over. Vakanainen tries to shoot it. And I got Stützle on the puck for Ottawa, as Ottawa's going to try to make a change themselves. Now he's skating now the puck himself over to Brady Tkachuk. Over to Stützle. Back to Tkachuk. Back to Hamonic. He shoots it on net. Easy save there for Igor Shesterkin. And that was the first shot, I believe, for Ottawa this period anyway, so. I'm going to have to put that and count that shot. Let me just press resume. So yeah, there's one. 3 minutes and 40 seconds gone in this period already. Zibanejad goes back for the puck himself. Vakanainen. All the way around the boards. The Rangers now on the attack. Cooley. Over to GT Miller. Over to Zibanejad. A shot and he scores. Top shelf. What a shot. It's 2-0 Rangers. Just like that. That was a great rush attack by the Rangers. Great passing. The D-men did really, they did their job basically on that play. That was a really good communication there, I feel like, between the Rangers players as well, because when initially the puck was wrapped around the boards and it was just thrown around like that, I didn't know if anybody was going to be there to get it. And Will Cooley, funny enough, was there. GT Miller starts off the rush attack. Then he slides it back to Cooley over to Zibanejad, and then he just roofs it for his 14th on the year. So great job by the Rangers, and they're up 2-0 now from Keandre Miller and Cooley. Or no, not Keandre Miller, but GT Miller. They didn't mention it, or they didn't write it out on the broadcast, which they should have. But yeah. Спасибо, Ев. Да, it will be. Нет, такое я здесь точно есть не буду, как бы, так что я поем там. Oh, there you go. Ottawa's on the board. Just like that. Brady Kachuk. Let's see this. Shot from the point. Trickles through. Wow. But I didn't see the tip, though, on that play. Let me see. I mean, it's still not a great angle. But, yeah, I do see the puck definitely changed trajectory there. Yeah. Wow, what a tip by Brady Kachuk. No chance for Shesterkin. It bounced off the ice, then up and into, or in between Shesterkin's legs, and then so there you go, Ottawa right back on the board. They're right back in this game. Because after the Rangers got that 2-0 goal, I was like, man, it's not really looking too good for Ottawa right now. Like I was already starting to feel like, you know, this was becoming more of a Rangers game, but they just got that goal back, and now they have the um, the momentum. Their first line is out there right now. Brady Kachuk along the boards, battles for with Keandre Miller. He skates away with it, still holding on to it. He plays it around to Stutzle, gets taken away Panarin. Brady Kachuk or Stutzle keeps it in. Giroux, nice pass to Sanderson. He tries to shoot it with a tip, and there is no tip to be found there. And then the Rangers were able to play it out of harm's way. This is actually what I might do. I might just bring this over with me. Because this is all, like, the way I'm watching this anyways, it's, oh man, although it says I have to charge my, wait, let me just switch controllers. This is what I can do, however. Hopefully it's charged, though. And this controller is not charged either. Well, that's not fun. Yes. Да, я буду. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go for a food break, so I will be back.
Past the midway mark of the frame, you can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Back underway, wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And that's stolen by Lafreniere. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. He takes the pass. Here's a pass to Miller. Omark's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. What a stop by Omark. Smart play to take possession, sneaking it off the wing. Battle ensues for that loose puck along the boards. Taken along the wall by Miller. The Rangers will play it from the defensive zone. Oh, look at this chance. Ottawa's gained possession along the boards. Takes it up and still got the puck. New York's ready to go on the attack. Down out of midair. Puck picked up by Hand. Can't hang on after that hit. And here's a pass to Cousins. Tries to make a move and can't hang on to the puck.
Trying a nifty move when you have good hands. Sometimes it works, sometimes you get denied, and that's what happened there.
Great reach by Cousins. Miller's got it in the defensive zone. Shesterkin's going to hang on for a whistle. A critical draw here. Ottawa's got it in the offensive zone. Denies him with the save. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. Great pressure in the offensive end by Giroux. The Senators have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Dishes it to Cousins. Oh, and a smart heads-up play. Both sides digging in for that puck along the wall. And that'll free up the puck. Picked up along the wall by Zibanejad. Oh, much respect as he blocks that one. Takes the puck. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Comes up with the stop. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. And they win the draw on their own end. Shabbat lifts the puck. And stay on the feet after that hit. Launches him into the boards. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Omar's got the puck and he's going to hang on. A big face-off here inside the offensive end. The Senators take possession off the face-off. Quick feed to Parsonen. The Senators get a hold of the puck along the boards. The Rangers take possession in their own end. He's got a little jump. Over. Makes the save. Oh, that's clutch city there.
It's not about how many. It's about the timing of them, James. And this is absolutely pivotal time of the game to make that save. Now momentum is in their favor.
In the final moments of this period, the next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Ottawa's taking possession in their own end. Scrum along the wall. Oh, relentless pressure, and they come up with a turnover. Moves it quickly over to Sanderson. The Rangers gains control of the puck. Fires the puck over. Tremendous save by Omar. The Rangers have the puck now. Drops him on the play. Handles the pass. Toss it up on the play. Tries to get the puck over to Fox. A solid tip on the play. Puck brings back Batherson. Turned aside with the glove by Shesterkin.
What an incredible save in the high danger scoring area. I mean, right in the slot. He's in perfect position to make that glove save.
A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. The Rangers start with the puck on their own end. Chance! Oh, he'll feel that one. Big time stop there. New York got a hold of it against the wall. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. And he scales that one with the glove. A critical draw here. Miller's won the draw early in the attack. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. So 60 minutes of play and nothing decided. That means we've got overtime, and it's coming up right after this.
Okay, guys, I'm finally back. I had to go and actually eat. I had to take a food break, but now I'm back. I just need to wait, resume. Oh, they got overtime. Okay, but basically, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna.
And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff.
Just gonna get back into the recording side of things and
Nice
kind of go from
read of
there.
his opponent. Excellent stick work on the play. Takes the pass. He might have a step here.
Life is amazing. Life is great.
And he elects to explore his
Just
own
so
zone.
blessed and thankful for the opportunity I do have every single day to live life and,
And an even better save.
you know, can't take this life for granted. Like,
Ottawa's got a
you only
lead.
get one shot in this life, man. Make the most of this life.
Here we go. Look at this.
That's
Really a puck
that's
smash.
just me becoming wise beyond my years and saying some stuff that is actually true, but not a lot of people understand. And so far it's a 2-1 game for the Rangers, and I just gotta do what I gotta do.
The
In the
huge
meantime, though,
puck here.
Well, you know that you want to gain possession
we
here.
can go ahead and discuss the game.
Goaltender's the only one who can
I
change
know
things.
that Philly and Seattle also have their intermission breaks, so we'll see where that game goes essentially. But for right now, I'm just gonna be focused on the Rangers Ottawa game, and after, or I guess now 20 minutes left in this game, and Ottawa,
Ready to drop the
they
puck.
need to tie the game and they need to win it. Essentially, this is a big game for Ottawa. Like, they preferably want to win this in regulation. And for the Rangers, if they want to win, they also would preferably want to win this in regulation if they could. Because, you know,
In the offensive end.
becoming 3 point, like if these games are 3 point games each time these teams are like fighting each other for a playoff spot, then that's when it's gonna get really, really interesting. You know, like it's gonna go down to like the last day of the regular season, which, I mean, if this is what this season is lining up for, especially in the Eastern Conference where you have like 6 teams that are still in the playoff chase, then by all means, man, like sign me up for it. You know, the more entertaining hockey we have to watch down the stretch, the better, I feel like. So, um, I'm just very excited to see where this hockey goes, essentially. And you know, I don't have to overcomplicate things in my life anymore. Like, I can always find time for everything, always, no matter what. So I just gotta go out there. You know, if I'm gonna have to schedule, then fine, work like 7 days a week, whatever. Um, then during other moments, I go out and I say workout. Then I I record videos or I do a live stream, whichever one of the two ends up being the case. And the last thing I could do is the fourth thing that I was gonna include. But like, yeah, sometimes I cleaning around the house. But those are the three main things. Like, outside of that, of course, like journal every single day, make sure I write down my thoughts, and I kind of keep in track of everything that's going on in my life and whatever it is I'm doing day in and day out. So that's how I can keep myself accountable as well, is make sure like, okay, I'm being productive each and every single day, but for a good reason, you know, to basically get further in life. Like, it's really that simple. It's not that it's bad, you know, and it's not like I'm not going to be changing up the routine, because sometimes I can, especially once a week, you know, go out, you know, talk to friends, whatever. But um, outside of that, though, create a routine that works for me and just kind of go from there. And
It's a 1v1 against the
it's
goaltender.
gonna, you know, it's gonna take some trial and error, but there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Like, this is just how life is. find what works best for you and just go from there. So I just gotta do what I gotta do. Like after this game is done, if I want to be able to want to go and do other things, I can take a break from watching this TV. I don't have to go and necessarily make a live stream about something. I just go and I simply work out. Maybe I spend some time reading the book. Whatever it is that I need to do next, I can do it. Not a big problem. Um, Work hasn't exactly been going the way it should have been, but that's another story, though. Like, it is what it is at this point. Not much that I can do. It looks like I actually put it away by accident, but let me see. I hope it's still there, though. So yeah, we'll see if this is even possible. We'll see, I guess. No, it's still there. I'm just curious to see if I'll still be receiving what I was looking to receive initially. Guess I'll keep it open just if anything, just in case, and kind of go from there. But I want to be able to finish this live stream with you guys. I want to be able to finish watching the game, and then from there I'll figure it out. Because this is an interesting game to stream anyways. Because well, these teams are in the playoff race. So what I could do next is I could just watch another game because you do have and then you got a really good game tonight. Leafs and Avs going against each other, so that's going to be really, really fun. Brendan Carlos is expected to be in, as well as Scott Lawn, so those two additions are there. Of course, Max Pacioretty, Kristanev, and Yanni Hakanpää are out with injuries for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's going to be a good game at 7 o'clock tonight. We'll see. I mean, I could make it to that game, but I also want to be able to go and do other things. So, um, this Tampa Bay Boston game, like, I don't know, man. Like, we sold off at the deadline just now. I'm a Bruins fan. I have five favorite teams. I have. My number one would be Washington. My second favorite is Edmonton. Then it would go Boston. Then it would go Winnipeg, and then it goes Florida. So, um, I have two Canadian teams I cheer for, and I have three American teams I cheer for. So I'm pretty well spread out, and I really like that. So, but regardless, the point is, I'm trying to see if that's a game that I would be. I mean, I would still be interested in it because it's one of my favorite teams playing. And for that reason, I may want to just see it alone, but. I also want to be able to do other things. So I'm just kind of trying talk this over, I guess, on the stream while I'm thinking about it. Because I mean, I'm already doing the one stream. What I could do is I could use that time there in between to go and say work out, and at the same time to then come back, whatever, hit the beach if I wanted to, kind of take a break from just watching all this action, being home, not doing anything, actually going out there, being productive, and then um, just coming back home. And yeah, and maybe this is what it's all about. Maybe when I'm staying stagnant like this, I can't just stay. Like, I think I've realized this about myself, but like, I actually want to be doing something. I don't want to sit there and not feel like I'm not doing anything. I actually want to do something with my life. So, sitting in place, not doing anything is also not going to serve me well. So, I just want to make sure I do what needs to be done. So I'll finish watching this game. I'll take a break. I'll go to do another activity. I'll go work out. Um, swim maybe a little bit. Then I come back home. I I take a shower, whatever it is I need to do, and from there, yeah, from there I can do whatever it is I need to do. I mean, I can go and work out in probably about an hour from now, so it'd be about 30 minutes into this Boston Tampa Bay game. So what I can do is I can just start streaming my franchise mode video, uh, or my next franchise mode I'm going to do, which I'm very excited about, by the way, because I have the rosters. I basically updated them, so it's going to allow me to do whatever it is I need to do, and I'm very excited about that. So I just need to kind of get started on that and do that again with a sense of purpose to get another video in, and we'll go from there. And I'm gonna try to fit in like 8 franchise modes if possible, of course. I'm not sure if that's gonna be possible or not, but whatever is whatever works, you know. And if the game crashes, well, so be it. You know, at this point, I can't do anything about it. I still want to be able to play the game that I love, so I'm just gonna deal with whatever happens in it. As you guys, I don't know if you guys have been following along with my Penguins franchise mode, but we just ended up losing in the second round in 6 games against Columbus. I was pretty frustrated towards the end of that stream. If you guys want to go back and rewatch that, you're more than welcome to. I just kind of and that was like season number 1 that was split into like 3 different parts. Because the first one originally I was recording. I initially was thinking of just recording videos for the franchise mode, but knowing that like if I put in the work, people are still not really gonna watch the edited versions anyway. So what I'm gonna do from just this point moving forward is I'll just do a stream for it, and we'll see how it goes, what kind of numbers we generate, and kind of get into the algorithm a little bit, like that's my goal, is to do all activities every single day. So if it means going to work, recording videos, working out. Um, some of the things I would like to do as well is read a book. So I definitely want to incorporate that into my daily uh, routine. I want to incorporate journaling as well, so I could write it all out. Honestly, I think writing it all out for yourself and just kind of seeing how it works out. Like I think that's really important. I could just write it down on a notebook, all the things I want to do throughout the day, and just kind of write them out and be like, okay, so this is crossed out because I just did it, and just keep going, keep going, keep going. Um, but I'm currently working on a book. Well, I'm reading a book. That's what I mean by that, and I need to finish it. It's called The Way I Am by Eminem. It's basically his, could say a life story in a sense, but he talks about everything in that book, from his come up to how he is, how his childhood was, his rise to fame, etc., etc. It's such an interesting book, and you kind of get into Eminem's head a little bit. Like you kind of see how he thinks about like situations and just life in general, and you kind of get that perspective. You kind of get like an actual perspective from the actual person on his life. It's not just your interpretation at that point. It's the author's own uh, interpretation of their own life. So it's quite a unique book, and I'm very excited to finish that book and see where it goes. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go and be productive right after this, and so yeah, I'm very, very, very excited to see what happens next. I don't know why this is not. Yeah, I mean, no, deals are still coming in. I just don't know. The question I have is okay, so it's showing me that, showing me other Publixes, but it's not. No, it is, but I know it hasn't grabbed my location, but I just don't know why that ended up being the thing. but whatever. So I don't think that works anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it off like that. But yeah, just really get after life. I have no, absolutely no distractions right now. I need to go out there and actually work on my life, make my life better, um, and actually work on myself, in all aspects. Start eating better again, start working out consistently, um, work consistently, record videos consistently, everything. Like just having discipline, to be able to go out there and do everything you need to do. And that's how I'm gonna make it. So it's really that simple. I'm gonna carry myself with the kind of energy that other people would want to be surrounded by. So it's really that simple. Just lead by example, essentially. Instead of speaking so many words, you actually putting things into action, and other people see it. But it's not to brag. It's not to show off. You're living your own life. You're worrying about your own self, and you don't really care what. Yeah, no, you just don't care what the world thinks at all of you, and you just do what you need to do in life. So no, I'm not apologizing for anything, for being yourself essentially, and just that's really the big part of or that's the big takeaway from all of this too, from that book I've gone, is that like nobody gives a crap. Really, nobody does. It's more of a mental thing within your own head when you think people actually do give a crap when they actually don't. They have their own life that they need to deal with, and no, being you no matter what is very, very important. Like despite through everything that you may face, despite everything that you may think people are thinking of you, like it just doesn't matter. Like you gotta live your life at the end of the day, and you gotta be you, really. Like that's how Eminem became who Eminem became. Like he literally stopped giving a damn, and he did what he had to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to apologize for being yourself. Like if people don't like you, that's their problem. You know, people will find, they'll find you whenever they find you. Essentially, you're gonna be like the right people will find you. There's no point of looking for some sort of artificial relationships with people. Like the right people will draw themselves to you. Of course, there's gonna be some you know, wolves and or sheep and wolves in wolves' clothing, but if you know how to decipher those people, it shouldn't really be a problem. And yeah, it is true that the circle that you do have around you is really who you are, and that's true. And so that's why, like, right now, yeah, I may not be surrounded by many people, but I and that's why I spend most of the time by myself, because I'm trying to find out not only more about myself, but I actually enjoy my own company, and I don't need people around me. Like it is what it is. Like, yeah, I mean, it would be nice to be able to maybe have people that are passionate about the same things as you are, and yeah, that would be cool and all, but like it's not that big of a deal. Like at the end of the day, you got to be able to do things on your own. You got to be able to live life for yourself. You can't expect others to live life for you. Oh, nice deke by Sanderson. He goes through everybody. I don't know if that was saved or not, but yeah, we're right back in action here. 30 seconds into this third period, Ottawa with a power play. I completely missed that second period, so it couldn't even count the shots. So it is what it is. Brady Tkachuk tries to center it. It goes off a few sticks. Giroux now with the puck all the way around the boards to nobody, and Sanderson has to go back and retrieve it in his own zone. There's about 50 seconds, or we're already about 50 seconds into this Ottawa power play, and so far I think they have one shot on net. So Sanderson with 24 power play points. He's second among D-men. So Sanderson has been really, really good on the power play this year for Ottawa, and that's what I've heard. Some people are calling him kind of like a one-dimensional player because he's kind of like that's where he gets most of his points is on the power play. But hey, he's good in one area of the game, and even if even if that's more, like people criticize Goss's Bear in the past for that and stuff, and maybe that's still the case. I'm not really following along as how he's playing in Carolina necessarily, but all I know is like people have opinions about players all the time, and they always find flaws. But like the thing is as long as the team is winning and that player is doing well in that uniform, who cares? Like he doesn't have to prove himself to anybody. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. That's also another takeaway I got from that book. Like you have nothing to prove to anybody. Or Eminem going out there and rapping, still feeling like he has to prove something to somebody. You don't gotta prove anything. Like maybe that's just his own motivation and him finding a way to continue to rap and actually be inspired. But I really wouldn't use that as my actual like something that would actually deep down bother me. I hope it doesn't bother him deep down. And I kind of got off topic, but that's how these players should be as well. Is yeah, people are still gonna talk. You can't take people's voices away from them unless they physically can't talk any longer. But 22 1-3 is the record, by the way, for the Rangers after 2 periods if they have a lead. So they have a really good record when they score first as well as when they lead after two. So we'll see if you know that probability that's in their favor is going to come true, or whether or not they're going to break that probability against Ottawa, even if it ends up being like an overtime slash shootout loss in the end of it all, or it could be a regulation loss, of course. But um, as I was saying, I think Sanderson is a good defenseman. I think a lot of people are too hard on him, and I see a kid that is still trying to find his way in the NHL, and he's done so far so good, you know. Again, like just because people think he's better than this guy or they think Shabbat is better, whatever. Like as long again, to me, it depends more so about how the player plays. If he's playing well, that's good, you know. It doesn't always have to be like, oh, this guy has to be better than the next guy. People like to compare players. People like to rate this guy above another, but like players don't really look at that. They really don't. It's not like that like it is in the sight of fans. Like I know I'm a fan of the game as well. Sometimes I can be like that too, but I just realize now like it doesn't really matter. Like players are not really thinking about that anyways. You shouldn't think of players like that anyways. Everybody has their own role in the team. That's why there's 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, 2 goalies at the end of the day. And so it's a whole team effort. It's not just one guy carrying the team. It's not like let's not get into the NBA territory here where one guy is carrying the whole team and he's like the talk of the town. Like it's not like that in hockey. It really isn't. Like everybody's playing their role. Everybody's trying to play collectively together as a unit to try and win a hockey game. It's not just one guy doing it. Yes, you have exceptional players like you would in any other sport, but it doesn't mean that those players are, the players that are worse in talent than other ones are not valuable to the team and so on and so forth. Especially, like that's how people make it sound like, especially when people start comparing the one player to another. It's to try to diminish one over the other, it's to try to show, well, look at my player and how good he is. Like, yeah, I get all of that, but it's one of those things where like it really doesn't have to be like that though. It really doesn't. Like as long as you know for yourself your player is good, that's all that matters. Like why do you care about what other people have to say about them? You don't have to prove to people your players and how good they are. Like people, the right people again, the people that see it, they see it, okay? Like just because not everybody sees it doesn't mean that like those people are right for voicing their opinions the way that they do. And yes, their opinions could be considered less intelligent because of the fact that they don't watch as many games as let's say, a defender that team does, let alone watch every single game of his favorite team and his favorite players and stuff like that, or his favorite player. But it's just silly. It's just silly at the end of the day. It's really petty to have arguments with people on social media nowadays. It's really worthless, useless, if anything. People are still gonna think what they're gonna think. Don't try to change somebody's mind or perspective on it. especially not with words. If you're gonna try to change somebody's mind about it, you would have to show them.
Positioning, and for the shooter, I think it's intimidating. He makes himself as big as possible, and everyone knows he's athletic to boot.
Ottawa's got the lead here early in this second period. Their offense has been clicking at all cylinders thus far.
And again, there's no reason to apologize for being you. It is what it is. You have your own opinion. You're your own damn person. You rule this world. The way you see the world is the way you see yourself is the way you're gonna see the world. Like plain or point blank period is what I was trying to say. But it's really simple. "26 shots to 18 for Ottawa. They're still down by 1. They've played decent in this third period, but they haven't had like they've had good opportunities. Like Sanderson did like deke through everybody on that one play on the power play, but outside of that, there hasn't been any grade A opportunities for Ottawa. So, if anything, the Rangers have done a good job of containing Ottawa's attack and not really letting them get in on the inside. And that's the most important thing. As long as Shesterkin is dialed in and he's playing like Shesterkin, when he sees the puck, he's gonna save it. At least that's the way he's played today. He's playing with confidence, and that's good.
Penalty applying some pressure to the PK unit.
And that's gonna be an icing call there on Ottawa. At least it should have been. I don't know why they didn't rule that as icing, but Zach Jones now with the puck. He's gonna pass it over to Keandre Miller. He dumps it in. Hamnick goes back to get the puck there. Now Rempe with the puck, big body, along the boards, fights for it with Hamnick. He gets it off of him. Ottawa now breaking out of their zone. Perron dumps it in. Sturkin goes back to get it. Over to his D-man in Will Borgen. And then Rempe just got pushed down along the blue line. Ottawa now with the puck. But ever so slightly is now Panarin has an opportunity. He shoots and he buries it. He scores. Wow. What a goal. Top shelf beauty by Artemi Panarin. And just like that, the Rangers have a 3-1 lead. Nice play by Keandre Miller. Nice pass to Panarin, and he buries it. Like, I had no... It was Bronzinski with the primary pass, but... or the primary assist, I should say. But I had no doubt Panarin was going to bury that puck. Like, especially when he had enough room there to basically be one-on-one against the goalie. I was like, yeah, he's scoring that. And so it's a 4-game goal streak now for Artemi Panarin. So... he's heating up at the right time for the Rangers as they're looking to secure one of those one of those spots in the East in this tight playoff race. And it's a big game, especially against the team that, as of right now, I mean, Ottawa is it's backwards. Ottawa's trying to chase the Rangers, but Ottawa needs to be able to get going. Like, they're just not going right now. Like, this is not over. There's still 12 minutes left, but Ottawa really needs to, like, get it going. They need to, like, to start playing, like, more like Ottawa. Like, I've seen Ottawa this year. Like, they have those moments where they play really, really well, but it's not, like, there's going to be a power play for, I guess, Ottawa. It's a hooking. It's their 5th power play as well. Like, this is what's also not helped Ottawa. Their power play hasn't been capitalizing in tonight's game. They had 5 opportunities, and I don't think they were able to score in any of those 5 opportunities tonight. So Ottawa really, really needs a goal on this power play. They need to get back into this game. They need to build off of that momentum actually this time, and then try to hope they tie the game. Zub over to Batherson. Skates it and shoots it wide. Carson Soucy, number 8. Yeah, no, he's number 27 and on the actual Rangers team right now. So yeah, there's no way he was ever going to be number 8 anyways, but because JT Miller holds number 8. I don't know why they didn't give JT Miller number 8. I'm so confused about that, but Batherson, oh man.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. We got a tie game. Ottawa's looking to take control. Rizzo with the glove save. Wow.
That's an incredible save, James. I mean, he's got presence in his crease, and he's also got a great glove hand, and he shows it right there with that save.
The setters will glide into the dot. And they take possession here in the offensive zone. And now they go on the attack. The Rangers take possession in the defensive end. And he uses his stick to lead them away. Ottawa's got it in their own zone. Here's a chance. And they'll cover it caught in traffic. The Rangers move the puck in the defensive zone. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Ottawa's got the puck in their own end. Moved them ahead after a nice pass from the right wing. Feeds it over. And he hangs on to the puck. Here's a shot. Oh, what a save by Shesterkin. The Rangers win the draw on their own end. Can't hang on to the puck after taking a knock. Quick shot. Scores!
All right, here we are. So wasn't really watching the power play for the first minute of it, but seems like not even. Maybe no, actually they did get a shot on that power play, but it probably wasn't anything too spectacular. Puck just bounces into the glove of Shesterkin. Right now, the way it's looking, I'm gonna be honest. As long as the Rangers don't allow the Sens to get another goal here, then I think this game is done. Like, actually, no, the Rangers are behind Ottawa right now in the wildcard race. I'm actually wrong because they have less games left than Ottawa does. So this is huge, especially for Ottawa. They cannot afford to lose this game. Like, they want to make sure they stay ahead of the Rangers in that race.
But man, oh man, when you find the puck like that and you have the instincts and
Oh
urgency
yeah,
and the
the puck is
desperation to
loose.
win it, that is
Pick
one
it up.
thing.
Oh, Shabbat can't hold it. GT Miller now with the puck. Shoots it. Good save by Allmark. And a good save there by Allmark on GT Miller.
In the final moments of this period, Ottawa's been the better looking team over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on this one-goal lead. Handles it along the blue line. Great reach with the poke check by Miller. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to
Yeah,
head off.
Cousins is showing his little dynamic moves for Ottawa tonight. He definitely feels, more comfortable than I thought he would be. But that's good. Maybe he just needed to get out of that Buffalo environment. Like, maybe that's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. Maybe it's actually that crappy of an environment in Buffalo and players actually not able to be themselves.
Moves it to Kreider. And he takes the feed.
And maybe it's that gray cloud that hangs over the team that doesn't allow them to
And a quick pass to Giroux.
really play their best hockey. Because this has been, oh, there you go, rebound, and they score. Let's go. So that was right Ridley Gregg that buried that puck for Ottawa. It's now 3-2.
And the puck's kicked away.
Initial save was made by Shesterkin, then they hit the post, and then the next shot went in. Easy rebound that was picked up there. And now it's a 3-2 game with 9:44 left in the third period.
New York's got possession of the puck. Slides the puck across to Panarin. Now a quick pass to Soucy. Denies him. He got all of it. Ottawa's got the puck. He got all of that hit. Oh, textbook poke check to turn that over. Loses the coverage there. Great read with the stick. Scores! And they beat the buzzer and get one late here in the period.
They always say, James, that to start a period and to finish periods are critical times, and they get one here. They go to the dressing room with a lot of momentum. Often goaltenders today, they drop into the butterfly as a default position and make themselves as big as possible.
Big goal there by really Greg. Like I said, if the Rangers didn't allow Ottawa to score another one, I think they would have been like Holman cold in the sense that like the way they were playing definitely looked like they were going to win the game. Now there's definitely more doubt, but we'll see. Over the next couple of minutes, I'll be able to get a feeling to see how I feel about this and whether or not I think Ottawa may be able to tie it up or not. Fourth line is out there for the Rangers. Andrew Miller to... Oh, man, that puck was tipped. Good save there by Allmark on Rempe. Behind the net. Tries to skate out with it. He can't. Brady Tkachuk on him. Oh, a pass out in front. Good defensive play there by Stutzel. And he's out of his zone. Now Brady Tkachuk tries to skate it in. He shoots. It goes wide. Ottawa tries to jump on that loose puck there. And they really weren't able to. Now Jensen dumps it in. Now the Sens go for the attack. Jensen keeps it in for Batherson. Behind the net. He skates out with it over to Shabbat. He shoots. Ooh, it gets tipped out into the corner. They're still with it, Batherson. They shoot it on net. Ooh, gets blocked before it ever reaches the net. Shabbat tries to shoot it. It doesn't go. David Perron over to Nick Jensen. Jensen skates it in. Or shoots it in, I should say. Pinto. Behind the net. Ottawa can't do much with it. So now the Rangers play it out. Panarin, or should I say Zibanejad. Alright, Hamonic plays it in. Shots are 31-20 for Ottawa with 6:56 left to go. So yeah, 2 minutes already passed since I was kind of seeing it. Right now, it looks like it's a 50-50. Like this could go to overtime, but the Rangers could also win. Maybe another 2 minutes will be able to tell me what kind of feeling I may get. Because the less time is left, the likelier it is that the Rangers win. So let's see. Brady Tkachuk to Giroux. Tries to pass it out. Nobody there. Brady Tkachuk. Stützle. Ottawa keeps it in. Panarin, though, is able to play it out. Okay, Cousins, he plays it in. The Rangers play it out again. I mean, at this point, if I'm Ottawa, yeah, I'm definitely going to try to play my top two lines here to see if I can get a goal. They've I think the first line was played like 2 out of 3 shifts at some point for them over the last little bit. Now their second line is out here. Sanderson is out here instead of Shabbat. We'll see who comes out next. Maybe this is, yeah, because there's 5 minutes left, so probably like their third line comes out. Yeah, Pinto's out there. Perron. Perron, I guess, has been shifted down as the game has went on to the third line with Amadio. Pinto is not able to keep the puck. Forgot who it is that moved up in the lineup for Ottawa. Oh, really, Greg, I think that is. Yeah, that moved up because I don't see him on the third line anymore. Pinto. Oh, man. A shot from the point failed. It's their bottom pair out there. 4.5 minutes left. Clevin, yeah, that's the guy. Stutzla now. Shots are 11-3 for Ottawa in this period and stoppage of play. Oh, man. What happened with Hamonic? Man. What happened to him? I hope Hamonic is okay. That did not look like a good play at all. So if you're a Sens fan, you're praying that that doesn't come out to being too bad because that definitely did not look good at all. Oh, Chandler Stevenson scores short-handed. Yeah, the Sens would get a power play here as well, it looks like. From the power play. Seattle ended up winning 4-1 against Philly. Wow. It was 1-0 Philly until a 10-11 in the second period. Cartier tied the game from Vince Dunn, his fourth on the year. For Cartier, then with about a minute left, 1 minute and 3 seconds to go, Matty Benier scores his 15th from Evans and Larson. Then Seattle gets another one, a shorthanded goal by Chandler Stevenson with 22 seconds to go in that period. And then in the third period, Montour gets his 13th of the year from Beniers 3 minutes and 55 seconds in, and they win 4-1. So good win for Seattle there, but I think at this point they're definitely playing for pride. Like, they know they're not going to make the playoffs. So, I mean, like, they're still mad. Like, I can still see how they could do it, but they actually need to win like 10 games in a row in order to be able to do that. They need to actually go on a run, and so we'll see. If they can get on the roll here, get hot at the right time, then it's still possible, of course, for Seattle, but and we will see. Yeah, they already updated the standings, so yeah, Seattle is now 11 points back of Vancouver, and Vancouver has 2 games in the hand. So yeah, they're definitely far out of the race. And Nashville at this point, I just don't see how they do it. Like, they're way too far out of it at this point to do anything. The Ducks are there, but they just lost that big game against St. Louis, and that really hurt their chances. You have like 4 teams in the West that are battling it out for a playoff spot. So it's actually not that bad of a race. People are just not really paying attention to it. And even in the East now, like, Philly just lost, but like, at this point they're not making it. Like, Pittsburgh and Buffalo's already out. The Islanders are still technically in there, so they still have a shot, but They need to continue winning. Like, the Bruins are out of it at this point in my mind, especially after selling off as well. And so we'll see. 3:30, like a little less than 3:30 now left in this third frame between the Sens and the Rangers, and the shots are 33-21 for Ottawa. And we'll see if Ottawa can get the tying goal here. Their third line is out here. Braun dumps it in. And I think after that, that's the plan. They put their first line out there. They see what they can do. Oh, yeah. Good shot. It gets blocked, though. Oh, another opportunity. Oh! And Amadio ties the game. The puck was loose, and they tie it. Let's go. Big goal for Ottawa. Big goal. Nice play there. And just like that, it's a tie game with 2:52 left in the third. Now the fourth line is out there for Ottawa. GT Miller now with the puck. Good D there by Ottawa. Shabbat plays it out, plays it in. Shabbat now with it. Stutzla dumps it in. Man, Zub just got leveled by Panarin in the corner. That was funny. Oh no, that wasn't Panarin, that was Kreider. .138 left in his third frame. Trocheck now. Dumps it in. Jensen plays it out. He does. Fully out of the zone at least. Trocheck. Laugh with the puck. Tries to pass it out to Vakanainen, but a good stick there by Perron on that puck to keep it out of harm's way and preventing the Rangers from making the passing play. Oh, wow, what a pass by Panarin to Laugh, which they almost capitalized on. Panarin, Vakanainen with the shot, he shoots it. Oh, man, close. Yeah, the Rangers are definitely pressing right now. Ottawa definitely needs to get the puck out of the zone. They've been pinned down here a little bit. Vakanainen, oh, with the tip. Panarin shoots it, oh, goes wide. Schneider keeps it in for Lafreniere. Ottawa, Shabbat, just play it out. There you go. Good play by Ottawa. Yeah, so both teams now get a point, and they're both going to head to overtime. So it is indeed a 3-point game. I mean, I did say I'm all up for it. Sign me up for these 3-point games. Because to me, you know, obviously I'm not an Ottawa fan, I'm not a Rangers fan, so I just want to see some really good hockey. I don't really care who wins, who doesn't. Whoever makes it, you know. I just know at this point in the East, like, I'm not heavily invested into Boston because, you know, I know they're not going to make it at this point. Sure. And so it is what it is. So yeah, here we go, man. I'm waiting for the OT frame to start up. I'm excited to see how this one goes. But yeah, knowing that my Bruins are most likely not in the race anymore, I'm just looking forward to the playoffs at this point because I got my Oilers. What's going on off the ice? What's up, man? So because I have my Oilers, you know, fighting it out for the first spot in the division. Then I have my Capitals way far ahead, shoulders and above anybody in Metro in terms of standings for first. They're right there fighting it out with Winnipeg for the President's Trophy. Whoever wins, wins it. I don't want to put too much stock into it. I know a lot of people say it's a curse and this and that, but I don't want to pay attention to that. I just want to see hockey. I don't care about that narrative that goes around. Like, I believe Chicago, like, they won it. Like, if it was a curse, nobody would have been able to win anything with the President's Trophy before. It just hasn't been done in a long time, and I understand, but doesn't mean it's a curse. Last time Chicago did it in 2013, so um, and that was the year they had a crazy run in the regular season. That year was cut short to 48 games because we were kind of heading down another full lockout season, but they were able to come to a quick agreement in January. They started up hockey, and so there's a lot of games that were being played that year. You know, it was basically like playoff hockey for everybody, and so the best teams made it that year, and it definitely showed in the playoffs. So here we are, Stutzla now with the puck. Over to Kachuk, and he scores the OT winner. And the Ottawa Senators have won against the Rangers. They come back down from 3-1 in the third period, and they win it 4-3 in overtime. Shots are 37-23, and the 37th shot goes in for Ottawa. And there we go. The Ottawa Senators have won against the New York Rangers. And yeah, this is nice. This is awesome. Good for Ottawa. They're not leaving though. I'm wondering if they're gonna check this for offside. Or no, are they actually going? Are they? They're just slow to leave. Maybe it's just the refs just I think maybe that's the protocol. I think they check every goal in overtime. Yeah, no, they're fully leaving. So yeah. Nothing to review there. The Sens actually fully won. And so there they are. Now they win a game that they had in hand on the Rangers. Now the Rangers have 68 points. The Sens have 69, and they have one game in hand. So instead of being tied in points with the Rangers, now they're up one. So big goal there for Brady Tkachuk. Nice celly as well. And Ottawa, the Rangers turned it over in their own zone. The puck never left the zone. So yeah, there we are. Because at that point, once all the Ottawa players left the zone, uh, it basically became the Rangers' possession, and so no longer was there delayed offside, and then they lost the puck, in their own zone. They turned it over, and it's in the back of their net. So the Rangers paid the price with that, and if you go there by Shesterkin to allow. Shesterkin was having a really good game until the Sens were able to find holes in this game, and here we are. They come away with the win. Спасибо. So let's check this. Let's see. The number 3 star. Ooh, Dylan Cousins. Okay. Brady Tkachuk is the second star. He just got the OT winner as well. Nice. That kid must be happy. He had a Brady Tkachuk jersey as well. He got called for an interview. Maybe he was the number one star, because now it's an interview. I don't think they would take an interview in the middle of the 3 stars. That would be really weird. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Это я тебя звала, но ты знаешь, как она мне до этого легла? Я лежу в китайском, она мне вот так проходит, ноги вот тут, голова вот туда, я у нее вот тут пульс аж Она ложится так, закрывает свои глаза.
So yeah, there we are. I believe one of the Rangers was the star. It might have been like Zibanejad probably. Let me just check. I want to see this. Hope the 3 stars are out in the game. And then after this, I'll just finish off the stream and we'll go from there. Let me just make sure if anybody else said anything in the chat, or if not. Yeah, no. Nothing. So I'm gonna... There you go. Alright, let's see. So... Oh, it's his 500th NHL game as well. The Bruins and the Lightning are about to start as well, so good for them. And yeah, Ottawa won this game as well in simulation 7-4. Yeah, they dominated the Rangers there. They had very similar shots in real life, except it was 37-23. Let me see if they show the 3 stars here. They should. Yeah, no. Okay, so Panarin was the 3rd star with a goal and an assist. Makes sense, actually. He had a pretty good game. Cousins with the 2nd star. He had the 1 assist, and then Brady Tkachuk with 2 goals. 2 big goals. One to get them within 1 when it was 2-0, and then to score the game-winning goal, especially in OT, definitely has to be the 1st star after that. Because I was thinking, like, how is he not the 1st star? After scoring an OT winner, but no, he actually ends up being the 1st star. So with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this live stream. For those of you that did, I'm not sure what game I'll be streaming next. I'm not sure what video I'll be making next, but I'm gonna decide here in a little bit. And so with all that being said, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share it on all social platforms. And my name is Nikita Nazarov. I am formerly known as the Russian Hockey Analyst. This is the hockey channel for all hockey fans to be in, Hockey with Nikitos, and I'll see you guys all soon. Take it easy and peace.